Let's move on to main topic number 1. And our first main topic today gets sent in to us by Deb McKenzie, who writes, that's my mom's maiden name. Anyway, greetings, John and crew. So, I just saw that Frozen 2 has passed the original Frozen, and that they're now calling it the number 1 animated film of all time with just over $1.3 billion. That's crazy. That's so big. That's fantastic. But I have a simple question. How is it number 1 with $1.3 billion when Lion King, the new one, the 2019 rendition, has $1.6 billion? I know it looks live action, but it is in fact an animated movie. Did they just forget that? All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, I saw that headline myself. Frozen 2 passes Frozen to become the number 1 animated film of all time. I'm like, really? Huh. Isn't that interesting? Because if I'm not mistaken, the last time I looked, Lion King, which is in fact a 100% animated film, is sitting at $1.65 billion. 300 million more than Frozen 2. As a matter of fact, Rob, just that little ceremony that happened last night where Tom Hanks was given that great award, the Golden Globes. This movie, Lion King, was just nominated at the Golden Globes for Best Animated Film. It's not going to get an Oscar nomination for Best Animated Film. I think it should, but it won't. And it's just a little bit higher. Now, in a Variety article that was written about this, they mentioned, Rob, that Disney does not consider Lion King an animated film. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, now again, this is according to Variety, is saying that they do not consider Lion King an animated film. To which my response would simply be something along the lines of, it don't matter what Disney says they consider that movie as. I'm sorry. All due respect to everybody at Disney. I don't give a flying F what you consider the movie to be. Lion King, the 2019 version, is in fact, by every definition under the sun, it is an animated film. I get that it looks photorealistic. I get that it looks like it's live action. That's fine. I'm not going to say what I was about to say, but looks can be deceiving. The fact of the matter is that Lion King is indeed an absolute animated film. So this whole claim right now of Frozen being the number 1 box office animated film of all time, I get it. It's still in theaters and you're trying to give it some pump and some buzz to keep that box office money rolling in. So I get it, but I'm sorry. And I like Frozen 2 very much, as a matter of fact. But Frozen 2 is not the number 1 box office animated film of all time. The Lion King is still that, and it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. Disney, or let's say Warner Brothers, can make a Batman movie. They're making a Batman movie. And they can say, you know, all that they want, that we consider this, over here, Warner Brothers, we consider the new Batman movie to be a documentary. We consider it to be a documentary, so we want to submit it in documentary. It doesn't matter what you say you consider it to be. It is, in fact, a narrative film. It is not a documentary. It is a narrative film. Lion King, I don't care that you say, we consider it live action. Yeah, but it's not live action. It's animated, so shut up. You know, so no, Frozen 2 is not, as a matter of fact, the number 1 animated box office film of all time. Maybe it deserves to be. But it's not. Facts matter. I don't know, Rob, you see this. What do you think about it at all?
Well, you know, if Disney looks at the original Lion King and they look at that, that's an animated movie. I think what the Lion King of this year, 2019 is, it is in fact, yes, it was animated, but it's sort of a hybridization. I don't know what. I understand because they're thinking about the Lion King going along with Aladdin, going along with Cinderella, you know, going along with Beauty and the Beast, with all of their quote unquote live action remakes. And I mean, I get where they're coming from, but I agree with you. I think it's a very strange. We live in a strange time, John, where the idea, the lines of animation and what's real and what's not are blurred, certainly. and I know what they're saying, but I mean, Lion King's animated. You know, you can call it what you want. You can say what you want. I think they use computers with both. Maybe somebody's using, because no one used a paintbrush at some point with character designs. I don't know, but
I bet you they did.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't know where that distinction is because it looks live action. I mean, it's going to be very strange how we move forward with James Dean being digitally resurrected for the movies. Is he an actor? Or is James Dean, like, if he makes a movie 47 years after his death, does that mean he's really acting? Or are we going to call this a computer animated simulation? Could the resurrected digital James Dean be up for a Best Actor award at the Academy Awards? I mean, what world are we living in, John? I don't understand.
And so there's a lot of different ways you could look at this question, but to me, the bottom line is this: Disney can say whatever they want. Frozen 2 is not the #1 animated box office film of all time. As a matter of fact, another one of their movies actually happens to be, and that is Lion King. So you can call it whatever you want to call it. It still is what it is. That's just my thoughts. Question is, guys, what do you think? Do you think, nah, John, it looks real, so it shouldn't be considered animated? Maybe? Jump down to the comment section below and let me know how you guys would approach that and what your thoughts on that are.